Alright, well, unfortunately, you may recognize that we are down a player. And we are also not Thea or Varen, or in a recognizable area. We were not able to play our regular session because one of our other players was sick and he needed some much needed rest. So in lieu of an actual adventure in Land of the Hunter, our regular for playing Thea and Del has kindly consented to jump in here and play Talus, which I briefly considered renaming to not Thea, but that was just me. And this is going to be not so much a roleplay story video so much as a feature exploration video with Talus helping me out and trying out the other ranger. On screen, you should see two different ranger tokens. Talus is a... Actually, you know what? Talus, would you like to describe your own ranger, or would you like me to do it for you?
I understand that I am an archer, and I have some spells to kind of help boost the damage I can do with my archery, as well as kind of help my maneuverability some on like kind of navigating water. You'll probably need to help with any descriptions beyond that. Oh, and I'm actually going to be fairly good at targeting multiple enemies with my volley ability and my horde breaker ability, which allows me to try make an extra attack on nearby enemies when I target someone.
Yes. When you attack once per turn, you can attack an additional creature that's within 5 feet of your first target and within range of your weapon. This applies to any weapon that you have, by the way.
Yes.
You do have volley as an archer. You are a level 11 horde breaker hunter ranger, which also means you have hide in plain sight. The ranger I'll be playing is also at level 11th 11th level ranger, half orc, and it focuses on melee combat. It's a Colossus Slayer, the defense fighting style, and I have multi-attack defense, which gives me a +4 against all against a creature who has multi-attack. So if they you know what, I have to double check this. I don't think I wrote this into my character sheet very well. Turning pages. Ranger. Here we go. When a creature hits me with an attack, I gain a +4 to my armor class against all subsequent attacks made by that particular creature for the rest of the turn. And it only applies to that creature. And I also have Lance Dread like you do, and I have Hide in Plain Sight, but I chose Whirlwind Strike for my higher level feature. Use an action to make a melee attack against any number of creatures within 5 feet of me with a separate attack roll for each target. So, like I said, this is going to be more of a tactics, spells, and features use and how to utilize them in a combat. The combat scenario we're currently in, utilizing our early level features of Natural Explorer and Favorite Enemy, we were able to figure out that there is a war party of orcs, numbering in the 30s, on their way through this region to attack, whatever target. Village of Children, for all I know. The point is, they're on their way through, we don't want to let them through, so we're going to stop them here. If you don't mind, Talith, I'll take a little bit of the lead here. I'm going to say the orcs are about 5-10 minutes away. Make sense?
Okay. Yep, sure.
So, the first spell I'm going to cast is a goody one. Spell slot down by 1. Plant Growth. If you've watched Land of the Hunter, especially recently whenever we're dealing with plants, and you've seen Varen cast this, if I can hit the right buttons, you'll get a pretty good idea as to why this is a good spell. And in case you haven't, it is a massive area control spell. I'm going to do that a lot. Was that a sincere gasp?
That was a sincere gasp of, oh my word, that just takes a moment. most of the map.
Yes. So one thing to note is that yes, it is extending into the water. However, it does not affect the water itself.
Right.
So I'm going to do this.
Thank you.
I was working on it. All right. So plant growth. Any creature who does not have landstride, or the ability to negate such things, any creature who tries to walk through this area, they won't take damage. However, they will spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it traverses. So basically, in order to cross 1 square, which is 5 feet here, a creature has to spend 20 feet of movement.
And
Go ahead.
I am breathing so much better realizing that I am a ranger this time. I have landstride as well, and I don't suffer in plant growth.
You're welcome.
Which is part of
yeah, exactly. The other spell I'm going to cast,
I'm sorry.
gotcha, is at 2nd level, Longstrider. I'll put that in the chat. This is good for 1 hour, gives you and I both a +10 boost to movement speed. And that combines with Landstride. So basically, while everyone else is spending 20 feet just to move 1 square, we have 40 feet of movement without dashing. And the final spell I'm going to cast... Sorry?
45 for my Wood Elf.
Yes, you are correct. Thank you. The final spell I'm going to cast before I use Hide in Plain Sight, which does take 1 minute, is Cordon of Arrows. I'll put that in the description, or sorry, in the chat for everyone else to read, while I quickly move over here and make some adjustments. What's nice about this spell is it's both a trap and an alarm, and just a great way to get some extra damage while I also am in hiding and in preparation. So I put my spell out, it lasts for 8 hours, and I put auras on each of these arrow tokens, and I completely forgot to make them visible for everyone. My bad. Save. There we go. And instead of going through and adjusting each individual token, I'm just going to delete these 3. Come on. There. Copy and paste is my friend. So basically, if an enemy steps within that one of those auras, they're gonna have a bad day. If I hit. To note, this also destroys the ammunition, so I wouldn't particularly myself rely on this heavily as a ranged character, which is handy because I'm using a melee character. Right, so my defense is on. I have my armor class up to 16 with no shield, and I'm now going to use Hide in Plain Sight, which takes me 1 minute to prepare, and make a survival check. Stealth check. Stealth check plus 10. My armor, breastplate. I believe the breastplate imposes no disadvantage on stealth. Let's find out. Hooray! So that's actually a 19. Right, Talus. What spells would you like to consider casting?
I will cast my water walking on both of us.
Oh, thank you.
That way we can maneuver across the water without being slowed or sinking.
Handy.
Don't think I want to do that just yet. Let me see, I think I will wait on that. I kind of want to see the orcs, I think, before I make any other spells.
Okay. That is entirely up to you.
But I will use my Hide in Plain Sight as well. No, yeah.
Okay. And you can they are approaching, I was going to say, they are approaching from the north.
Okay, thank you.
that away.
And so do I need to make a stealth check, right?
Yes, you do need to make. Once you spend a minute to create your camouflage, you must make a stealth check immediately afterwards, and then it's plus 10 to your stealth. So that's a net run for 10, but that's a total of 20.
Cool.
That did not work. Copy, click, paste. That still did not work. Alright, then I'll do it this way. Stealth 20.
And then I think what I'll do is I'll try to climb up this tree and hide in the tree.
You would have to do that before taking the hide action, just so you're aware. So hide in plain sight. You have to first have access to fresh mud, dirt, plants, so that's pretty easy. You can try, and once you're camouflaging this way, you can try to hide by pressing yourself up against a solid surface such as a tree or wall that is at least as tall and wide as you. The higher you go in a tree, the narrower the tree trunk gets. Something to keep in mind. Does that make sense?
You ran through that too fast. I didn't process.
My bad. You have to use a flat, solid surface, such as a tree or wall, that is at least as tall and wide as you.
Oh
The
yeah.
higher you go in a tree.
Well, more what I was trying to figure out was the timing of the stealth check thing. Yeah, I thought you, from what you were saying earlier, I thought you would just press the stealth check right after.
In a more roleplay intensive scenario, I would have you climb the tree, apply the camouflage, and then take the stealth check. For what this is, I'm not super concerned about it. Right. The time passes, and our dance partners are going to make their appearance momentarily. Once I, get them on the screen. I'm sorry?
No sharpshooter ability, right?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
I will take a look at your character sheet in 1 second.
It's not listed in there.
If it's if you notice, your dexterity is set to 20 because you would the way I would have built this, much like I did for Varen, I would have hesitated on taking sharpshooter until level 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Opting instead to maximize my dex.
Sounds good.
All right, so the orcs are on screen. They are marching southwards, boasting of the great slaughter they're going to impart to whatever their target is. I'm going to go ahead and have us both roll for initiative. So go ahead and click on your token, and then sorry.
As I see them approaching, could I bonus action cast a lightning arrow before we make the initiative roll?
Absolutely. That would effectively be the trigger for rolling initiative, although you don't have to actually make an attack yet.
Yeah.
So go ahead and click on your token. You need bonus actions, so I'm going to mark you as concentrating. And then open your character sheet and roll for initiative, if you please. And even if you don't please. Nice initiative. If I can figure out how to grab your token instead of the tree's token, that would be wonderful. There we go. And you are now concentrating on lightning arrow. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, saw that coming. I am not used to playing a melee fighter, or ranger. Whichever. Let's get the tracker up. So, we are both quite well hidden. And I will double check that here in a moment. Uno momento. Passive perception of the enemy is much too low. Passive perception of these enemies is much too low. We are both hidden, despite you having rolled a nat 1. How dare you?
Thank you, hide in plain sight.
Indeed. Right. So, this is round 1. You have lightning arrow engaged. You have your action, your movement, your bonus action, whatever you want to do. Your first shot is with advantage, but not sneak attack because you're not a rogue. Mwahaha.
Okie dokie. Okay, there we go. Now, let's think. I'm going to double check my range because I am not used to operating without sharpshooter. We're good. And even though I know this is meant for something else, I believe I'm going to use my icon here in a second. So this is going to include lightning arrow with the strike.
Okay.
Gotta go get icon back because that got blocked by that thing.
You mean your token?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Attack roll as normal. Target takes 48 lightning damage on a hit, half as much on a miss, instead of the weapon's normal damage. Whether you hit or miss, each creature within 10 feet must make it. Well, that's going to be handy. Alright, so where would you like to place the token?
Right about there, I do believe.
Okay, and which target do you want to target? Which
Oh.
orc?
Sorry, I forgot I had to actually hit an actual orc. I guess I gotta move it there.
That's valid.
No,
Alright.
I'm targeting that one. My bad. I thought I just hit an area. My mistake.
No worries. Well, you target an area with a volley, but you target a creature with lightning arrow.
Yep, my mistake.
No problem. Alright, give me the attack roll. It is set to roll damage automatically, so we're just going to ignore the arrow damage for the purposes of this. Alright, whenever you're ready. Attack roll at advantage. No. Wait, what did you do here?
I hit the lightning arrow button.
Okay. Roll... Oh goodness. Roll the attack, because you make the weapon attack as normal. So roll for just your longbow.
Oh, my mistake. I see.
There you go. Alright, so 26 is with advantage, and that is going to hit. So that means they're going to take that 48 lightning damage, totality of it, which is at 18. Which is 3 more points than he had. Alright, now, the creatures around him within 10 feet have to each make a dexterity saving throw. Alright, so I have to zoom in. Give me 1 second. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please roll for me 10 d20s. That's 1 success, 2 successes. Yep, that's
only
2.
one
Just,
success.
nope,
I guess
that's 2. I'm adding their
Okay.
modifier manually.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2 successes in there, the 14 and the nat 20. Everyone else failed. Alright, so those who failed take full damage from the 2d8, and those who succeeded take half damage. 2d8 rolled a total of 8. So 2 successes, they're going to take only half, which is 4. I'm going to choose these guys in the back. -4. -4. There we go. And the others are going to take 8. And you can now use your regular longbow attack to target a creature within 5 feet of your original target that within range of your longbow. Which is pretty much this guy.
I'll hit
This
the
guy?
wounded guy.
Well, they're all wounded.
Oh, sorry, you're just catching up.
Yes. I'm
In that
still
case-
applying all the lightning arrow damage. Alright, you're good to go for Horde Breaker.
In that case, I will strike this guy right here.
Go for the shot. This is your Horde Breaker attack, which I believe is marked out specifically on your character sheet. What? I don't think so. Never mind.
Not as an
Alright, so
attack.
just use...
But I'll throw this up
Yeah.
in the chat just to
Perfect.
clear that out.
This should be at normal rather than advantage because your position is now revealed.
Yes, my mistake.
The 15 is still going to hit for 11 and thus death. You may now continue with the rest of Volley. And don't forget to be deducting arrows from your quiver. Thus far, you've spent 2 arrows.
I don't think I can use volley since I used my action to cast. No, wait, I did not use my action to cast.
You used your bonus action to cast Lightning Arrow.
Right, and then I made an attack with it.
So when you use Lightning Arrow, it's the next time you hit a target with a ranged weapon attack. If you're using Volley, this Lightning Arrow still applies. So you can now target every single one of the creatures that are living within that red circle.
I'll take your word for it.
Right? Choose your target and roll the attack at normal.
This one right here, I guess.
Excellent. Attack.
On normal.
Thank you. That hits and kills. Next.
This one right here.
Fantastic. That hits and kills. Next.
This one right here.
Just going in this diagonal line. Let's go.
Why not?
Okay, yes, that'll hit, but not kill. Wahaha. Continue.
I'm not sure that counts as lucky for him. I'll take this one
No
right here.
comment. Valid. Your target selection is valid. That hits, and that kills.
And this one over here.
Excellent. That is a hit and a death.
And then the wounded one next to him.
Fantastic. That's a
Oh.
crit and 19 damage. And,
Very dead.
well, he's beheaded by an arrow. He is very, very dead indeed.
And I guess
There
we'll go
are
ahead.
1, 2, 3 valid targets left.
Yeah, okay, so these guys are still alive then, yes? It doesn't
Correct,
sound
they're
like
just-
health bar on my thing. Okay,
There you go.
so I'll start with the more wounded one over there.
Excellent, Seth. That is an excellent vintage of 7 damage and thus death.
Oh,
Continue. You have
guess
2 more
maybe
targets
I'll
remaining.
Keep shooting.
A 17 to hit for 8 is death. 19 to hit is a
Yeah.
hit for 6, but not death.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I just have? Okay. Oh, and I'm sorry, not death. Okay. So 6 damage here. And put them back where they started. Alright, so move this guy to the map. So that was your action, your bonus action, your spell, and you can now move yourself.
I'll stay where I am for the moment.
As you wish. Alright, would you please move your volley token out of that area and clear the line of sight? Thank you, sir. Right, your position is revealed. The Orc War Chief is enraged, and he's going to charge your position. Much to his chagrin, not very effectively. First off, he's going to spend 20 feet of movement to go 1 square, and trigger a spell. Bum-ba-da-bum, cordon of arrows. Right. Creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 piercing damage. Please roll for me 1d20. That is a fail. Please roll for me 1d6. Maximum damage. Just checking. Yep, okay. So let's see who's within range. Is it this one? I do believe it is. Yes. Okay, so wham, bam, and ouch! Here's the 6 damage being applied. Okay, so that hurt him. He's a little annoyed. You know what? He is in range of another one of the arrows. So please roll for me another d20. While we quickly double check the spell.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Something happened.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for that. Until the spell ends, whenever a creature other than you comes within 30 feet of the ammunition for the first time on a turn. Oh. Okay, so that only occurs if he is still within range by the time he stops. So that was 20 feet. He's going to dash. 40 feet. 60 feet. And then, because he's an orc, he's going to use his aggressive trait for a bonus action and move up to its speed toward a hostile creature that it can see. Which basically means he can move only that far. Which is still within range. He ends his turn. That was a 4 on the d20. Alright, roll me d6. Two arrows down and destroyed for a total of 8 damage to the Orc Warchief. Cool, thank you very much. And that was as far as he got to move. We move now to his horde, who are quite disturbed to see so many of their companions suddenly gone. Alright, this guy is over here. 20, 40. Alright, d20 please. Okay, that is a success. What happens on a success? Still take half damage? Must succeed. Nope, takes no damage. Kind of curious. The creature must succeed or take. The piece of ammunition is then destroyed. Okay, so the ammunition seems to be destroyed whether it hits or not, if I understand this correctly. So that is gone. 10, so that's 40. 60 feet. Bonus action. 20. And then action to dash. 20. 40. Wait, did I mess that up? Hang on one second. 20. 40, 60 with a dash to there, and then the bonus action to there. Okay, there we go. Alright, 1d20 please, as he's ending his turn. Okay, that's a fail. Roll me d6. Please and thank you. And that's it for my cordon of arrows. That's an interesting roll.
Just trying to figure that out myself.
Okay, so that all happened. At the moment, Gaunt is still hidden. You are not. So that is 20, 40, 60 with dash, bonus action to here. Hang on, gotta move over a little bit and zoom out. Yeah, I can see all my orcs. 20, 40, 60 with dash, and then 20. $20, $40, $60, $80. Just gonna start summing up instead of counting it all out. there. Gorn's just watching all these orcs coming within range. He's just kind of like, yeah, come, come, come. This is gonna be fun. And 2 there. And look at them all lining up for your next volley. Oop, too far. There you go. Okay, where are you? There you are. You've got a long ways to go. There you go. We're coming to Gornt's turn. Eventually, slowly, but surely.
Somewhere down there.
Yeah. Okay. This fellow is next. There's only a few orcs to get through. Kind of like there's only a few hobgoblins, am I right?
Looking on the beach. No firestorm this time.
Nope, no firestorm at all. There we go. Okay, this guy is gonna come down 1 square. There we go. Sorry?
I'm amazed at how many arrows I went through in 1 turn. I went through 11 arrows in 1 turn.
Why do
I'm already
you
thinking
like Swift Quiver?
and I'm already thinking like, I wonder if I can maneuver around to try and recover some of those.
Not during the fight, you cannot.
Oh, really?
Yep. You can scrounge for arrows, but at the end of a combat, and it takes you a full minute.
Oh.
And you only recover up to half of the arrows you expended during the fight.
But that creates
Such is
I
the
have
rules.
in mind.
Okay. Final orc before the half orc. Wait, how's this guy going again? He's already gone. Interesting. I'm going to delete that out. Right. It is Gort's turn. Let's see. Within 5 feet. Can I put an aura on my token? I can. 5 feet, and I'm going to color this red for death. Save. So first things first, I'm a Colossus Slayer. I want to go after a wounded target. And I have Whirlwind Strike, so I want as many targets in range of that circle as I can get. What?
I left a few of them in there for you.
Coincidentally, can you see the red circle on Gornt?
I cannot.
Okay. Duly noted. So if I go here, that's 1, 2, 4. 3 up there. Not great. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So basically, I'm going to go here. You did leave me a few still alive, but the problem is I want to make as many attack rolls as I can with my Whirlwind Strike.
Yeah.
So I move, and I'm going to reveal myself, but before that happens, I get to make my first attack with advantage. So I'm going to target the wounded fellow, so I can also get Colossus Slayer. And I'll put Whirlwind Strike in the chat. So, first attack with advantage. Gornt's Greatsword comes out and makes a swing. Somehow twice. I don't know how that happened. Alright, so 22 is going to hit. That's 11 from the sword and 1 from Colossus Slayer, so that's a total of 12. And he had 10. So I behead him. Okay. Next attack, 18 hits, ignore the 4, give him the 14. Hits, but does not kill. Alright. Turning advantage off. And Colossus Slayer. 2 more attacks. 1, 2. 23 and 17. Both are going to hit. 12 and 10. If I can see. 12 and 10. Alright, so that was Gornt's. Let's see, how far did he move? I moved 20 feet. I have 40 feet remaining. I can move from that position, but I actually don't want to. So I'm going to mark this guy as dead. Because I'm going to start drawing a bunch of aggro to them, from you to me. Let's see, do I have any spells that I can use a bonus action with? Let's check. Nope, okay. In that case, we finish Gornt's turn, and we move to Talith. Hi, so I'm actually going to do an unusual thing here and interrupt my own video to admit to a mistake. I forgot that because we had successfully hidden from the enemy, we were supposed to get a surprise round. Oops. I think I know what you're doing.
Well, I seem to be running through my ammunition rather quickly. So I think I'm going to interaction, throw my longbow, and use my action to cast Spike Growth. Just take
Okay.
side, just where I want to.
Would you like a suggestion?
Well, I'll probably. I'll take a suggestion here in a second, but I imagine a number of them want to get to me, so I definitely want to kind of give them room to cover there. But I also want to try and catch some before they get to you. What was your suggestion?
So you've already got a bunch coming after you, as it is. Some of them are probably going to peel off towards me. So what I would suggest, because some of them are definitely going to go after you no matter what. You could plant it more or less between, or you could plant it between them and Gornt, or between them and you. So I'm trying to draw a good circle and I'm not doing good. Oh, you had to get rid of it.
I think I'll do it where my blue circle is here, because I'm about to leave anyways.
Well, what I was going to point out is if you put it, let's say for example, more like in this general direction or area, and then climb down the tree and head for the water. You're going to draw them after you to a point until they get to the water and can't pursue you. It's up to you. I'm just saying, if you make it so that you punish them for pursuing you, well, they're going to come after you. It's going to damage them. But you also leave maneuverability to Gornt. Because if you put it there, that does cut off a bit of maneuvering for Gornt.
Okay, I'll just put it right here.
Okay.
Right
I have a
on.
token? Sorry?
Basically, right on this guy here.
Okay. Let's see if I have a spike growth token.
Actually, that seems to work out just fine, because he seems like a baddie, and that means he can't possibly go anywhere without going the maximum distance.
Where are you going to put it, sorry?
This guy, right on
right at
main
his
guy.
feet. Okay, so let's turn on linger. Like so?
Yep.
Okay. I used the wrong one, or rather the wrong screen. Circle, linger, radius 20. Okay. Hand drawing it didn't work out so well. select it, and it will not let me shrink it. How rude. Okay, let's try that again. Nope, that's not working. Goodness gracious me.
Seems to be just about the right size right there.
The blue one?
It's up to you.
Oh, of course it lets me adjust your shape, but it won't let me adjust my shape. How rude.
Huh, well, at least that kind of works.
Indeed. There you go. Look at that.
Thank you.
Certainly. So within that circle is pretty much death.
And extremely slow movement when combined with your plant growth.
Well, so they won't combine. The punishment, or the movement punishment of plant growth is going to stick because it's the higher level spell.
Oh, okay.
But they'll still take the damage from the spike growth. Alright, so Talith, that's your action to cast. You still have 45 feet of movement. If you want to climb down the tree, it's going to cost half movement. I'm going to just... Wait, did you climb the tree earlier, or did you just, like, go to the base of it?
As estimated, maybe climb like 15 feet up, just enough to get into the branches.
Okay. That will cost you 30 feet of movement to climb down. That's the climbing.
Oh, climbing speed at half. Okay. Sure. I'll climb down and I'll move here-ish.
Excellent. Just kind of saying, come on, I'm over here, come on. I assume.
Yes.
Excellent. In that case, we move on to the big bad boy. Alright, so that's He's going to use his bonus action to move towards you up to his movement speed. Alright, so that's 3 times 2, 6 Delta 4, please.
Wait a moment, just a second. There it is.
Thank you. So he's going to take 13 points of damage. He's going to now use his action to give a battle cry. And I need to figure out which enemies are within 30 feet of him. Or which creatures are within 30 feet of him. Okay, so that's basically going to be all the orcs in the circle, in the area of spike growth. Alright, so those orcs now have, double checking, advantage on attack rolls until the start of the war chief's next turn. And then he could make an attack as a bonus action if he had not used his bonus action already. So, oh well. Alright, so that was his turn. Seeing as he has advantage, he's going to move closer. So 20, 40, 20. Sorry, my brain is farting on me. He uses bonus action that gives him an additional 30 feet.
Yes,
so 30, 30, 60. Yes, aggressive does a lot for them. Alright, so it's 3 squares. 6 Delta 4, please. Let's see if he survives long enough to hurl a javelin at you. Well, he survives, so he's going to hurl a javelin at you at advantage. Pardon me.
Rude.
Indeed. Oh my giddy ant. So that's a crit. Oh my gosh. So that's going to be 6 damage to you, Talith. Wait, hold on. Let's check the range on that, shall we? 30 feet or 120. So is he within 30 feet? Let's check. Okay. So technically that should have been at normal. So the crit is still going to hit.
Wait, that's 35 feet.
Yes. So because his normal range is 30, his long range I think is 120. Yes, 120. So you're still within his range, but at disadvantage. Disadvantage and advantage cancel each other out. So we go with the first result, which is crit.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
So you're going to take 6 points of damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw. At normal. I'm looking for 10 or higher.
Just looking for it. There it is. That does not work.
That does not work. Unfortunate. Okay, don't delete the circle. I'm going to, in case you want to cast it later, so we don't have to finagle getting the shape again. There we go. Alright, so you are no longer concentrating. Bummer. But you still have plenty of spell slots. I mean, it's the danger of concentration. Another tactic you could have used is to move behind the tree trunk until your next turn, and then you could have made a clean break for the water.
Yeah, I made the mistake of looking at their image and thinking they had melee weapons, not javelins. Whoops.
Yeah, that happens. Alright. So this guy is no longer subjected to... Oops, wait, okay. No longer in spike growth, but still suffering from plant growth. There we go. Seeing as how... One's an elf, one's a half-orc, one's got a sword, and one's got a bow. And apparently the one with bow has spells. Roll me a d4. On an even, this guy's going to go after my guy, and on an odd, he's going to go after you. Alright, he's going to go after you. Okay. There we go. There we go. This guy is going to move down here. 20, 40. Alright, he is not getting an advantage to attack, so he's just going to attack at normal. He does not have multi-attack. Darn it. $18 is going to hit. Now, if he did have multi-attack, then I would get some use out of that. But oh well. So that hits me. Ouch! Alright, so the first one I'm going to have to use, this guy's going to go after me. So 20. Bonus action. Goes another 30. So he's going to get to here and attack me with his action. Assuming I hit the button right. Oh, I did hit the button right. 3 times. Or twice, excuse me. The 12 is going to miss. I can't see my tokens here. Oh, there he is. He's going to go here and attack me. That'll hit for 50. Ow! He's just going. He's standing right next to me, so he's going to attack. Ouch! That hits, but only for 4 damage. Okay, where is this fellow? Oh, this is the one who's chasing you, Talith. Okay, this one's off my screen. Where is he? There he is. And attack. That hits for 12, yes. Okay. This guy's going to attack me. Thank goodness these aren't hobgoblins. The 15 is going to miss me. Woohoo! Me being alive, I appreciate. Oops. Ignore that second roll of 17, because I hit the button twice somehow. That is going to hit for 9 damage. Okay, here comes one for you.
Must he?
Yes, he must. This guy, he's going to wait, because currently he doesn't want to get close to me, trigger an attack of opportunity. This guy's going to go after you. And this guy's going to come around. And he'll attack Gorn. Nat 1. Okay, we now move to Gorn's turn. Gorn is now currently surrounded, which actually makes him kind of happy. I'm going to target this guy here, bottom left, Colossus Slayer. If I can find my character sheet, that would be helpful. So I'm going to use my action, and I'm going to attack everyone around me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks.
Thinking kind of like a ballerina spin or something like that, with a big giant blade sticking up from you.
Oh, please hit. Dirty 20. That's going to hit. And I rolled max damage on my Colossus Slayer, so that's going to be a total of pain. More specifically, 23 points of pain. On a guy who had 1 hit point. I think it's okay to say that that's going to carry on through. An additional 22 carries over. So yes, these both are going to die from that hit. Okay, so now it's going to be this guy in the bottom right corner. No Colossus Slayer. Okay, that's off. $27 to hit is going to hit for 8 damage. Alright, continuing in the circle. As you said, a half-orc doing a ballerina spin. That's a dirty 20 to hit for 11, and death. Oops, 11, not 14. So that's going to carry on a negative 8, or sorry, an additional negative, whatever. There we go. This is the actual rule in the DMG, the variant rule of these. I forget what it's actually called, but it's basically a slash through, where you hit an adjacent character with a melee weapon. I've altered it for Land of the Hunter to include ranged weapon attacks, but that's not in the DMG.
Yeah.
Alright, so the rule I'm referring to here from the Dungeon Master Guide is known as cleaving through creatures. It's meant to be for melee attacks that reduce an undamaged creature to 0 hit points. When that occurs, what you do is you take the original attack roll and compare it to the armor class of a nearby creature. If the original attack roll would beat the AC of the second creature, then you would transfer the excess damage to that second creature. I unintentionally modified it further than I had realized. 3 more attacks. The guy to the north of me.
I thought that was a homebrew. I didn't realize that was in the ultimate rule.
16 is going to hit for 11. Yeah, it is. I'd have to find it to give you an exact reference.
Yeah.
That's going to carry over an additional 6. So that's 2 deaths. And finally, Swing. That hits for 9, but not death. Oh goodness. Go away. I want this guy. I want, oh my gosh. Select this guy. Deal 9 damage. Goodness gracious me. Bit of an issue there. Alright, so that was one heck of an action. There's 4 of them left. You know, I think I'm going to trigger 2 attacks of opportunity and run for it. Because I'm kind of getting hurt there. Oh, and of course one's a crit. Ow! The 11 misses. However, I'm going to take 16 from the crit. My plan to protect myself did not go as planned. Alright, Talith, it is your turn.
Ouch. I'm gonna use my interaction to pull up my sling now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast another
Now,
lightning bolt. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, lightning bolt does apply even to things like sling.
Yeah, and I said that wrong. It is lightning arrow.
Yeah, fair. Alright. Please use your volley. Are you gonna use your volley as well? Because you can do that.
I mean, I would like to. I was looking it over, and I don't really know that I can, because it says when you use your action to make a ranged attack.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't think that kind of is making the attack action.
Okay. Look at the spell. Okay, sorry. I'm moving over to the spell right now. The next time you make a ranged weapon attack, it does not say the next time you make an attack roll, just a ranged weapon attack.
Okay,
Lightning arrow.
I'll just go with it.
Lightning arrow and volley do combine.
Sure. I'm going to be targeting the big guy.
Please put the token out there. The volley token. Oh, I'm sorry. I put it on. Did I put it on? No, I did not. Okay. So, please click the sling button to make the attack roll. We're going to ignore the sling damage.
I will click the right button.
Thank you. So that's a 16, which actually just meets his armor class. You hit. Please now click the lightning arrow button for the damage. Don't forget to expend the sling stone and the spell slot. Okay, so he's going to take 16 points of lightning damage from that. And now everyone around him has to make a dexterity saving throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Please roll me 7 d20s.
Second. Working on it.
No problem. The DC to beat is 15. So that's 1 success. 2 success, 3 successes. Alright, so 3 of them are going to take half damage. I'm going to round that up to 3 points of damage. For 1, 2, 3 of them. -3. -3. And -3. The others are all going to take 5. Take 5, boys. Smoke them if you got them. Oh wait, you're smoking from the lightning. Got it. Alright, and now you can use your Horde Breaker attack to attack one creature within 5 feet of your original target with your sling stone. Or slings, excuse me.
Just a second, when you hit him, oh, okay, sorry. I was trying to read something on the spell, I thought it meant something different. Volley attack, you said?
No, Horde Breaker.
Oh, that one, yeah. I will be choosing this fellow here that is slightly more wounded.
All right, go for it. Slingstone away, go! That'll hit, but not quite kill. All right, now you can use Horde Breaker.
You mean volley?
And you can. Oh, sorry, yeah, my bad. Volley.
Okay.
Hold that thought 1 second. I need to find volley. Volley. So, technically speaking, everyone in that circle except this guy is a valid target. So, including the one you just hit with Horde Breaker.
Why not the guy in the middle?
Because he was the one you made the original attack against. So basically, for when you're when you used volley, he was the first one that you targeted.
I see. I get you.
No problemo.
I'll make it simple. I'll just start at the top, and I'll just work clockwise all the way around the circle, basically.
Cool. Let's see it. Slingstones all the way around. Slingstones around the clock.
2, 3.
That'll hit for 6. Oh gosh, 20 for 6. 20 for 7. Oh, I actually don't like you doing that.
Okay, sorry. That'll be the last time that happens like that then.
Yeah, thank you. 16, 20 for 6, 20 for 7, 25 for 8. Because part of the problem is that the dice are spilling all across and I can't click on anything.
Sorry about that.
26 for 8. And then nat 1. So that leaves you 2 more guys to attack?
No, I did 7, so that should have been this guy taking 9. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The 21 plus 9 for 9, that was the Horde Breaker attack.
Right, yeah. This guy took the 7, right?
Yep, yes.
This guy took 6.
I believe so.
7. 8 should have been this guy. Okay.
Yeah, I really wish you hadn't done all those rolls at once.
My apologies. That'll be the last time that happens like that.
Okay, so who would the nat 1 have been against?
This guy right here.
Okay. Thank you. So to simplify, because of the way that happened, I completely missed the 19 for 7.
Yeah, sorry about that. That'll be, yeah. I thought it'd make things simpler and it did not.
Nope, that's okay. Alright, so that was your bonus action, and your action to volley, and the effects of Horde Breaker and Lightning Arrow. You now have your movement speed.
That out of there, okay.
Thank you.
I'll move. Out here.
Water Walk. Noted. The Orc War Chief then. Wow, you moved far. Okay. Gets to here. And that's it. That's all he's got. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So where's this guy? Okay. I know what I'm doing. You seem like a terrifying opponent. Not that the half-orcs are all that much more attractive. And this guy, he's gonna go here. we go. So 4 of the orcs that were pursuing you are going to split off and go after mine, because my ranger, because my ranger seems much more wounded. Oh, I forgot to move someone to the map. I forgot to move a few people to the map. This should remove some initiative tracker issues. I probably should have thought to do this before, but my bad.
I guess they're still trying to figure out that they were dead. It happened kind of quickly.
Yeah, right? It's a whoosh. Oh, wait. Where'd our heads go? I'm confused. There we go. Alright. This orc is going to spend 20 feet to move there, 5 feet to move there, actually 10 feet, so that was 30. Bonus action, going to use aggressive. So he can only get to there because he's swimming. And now he's going to use his action to dash. You are now no longer in plant growth, sir.
Man, those orcs move fast. For some reason I thought the water would take more for them to get across.
Nope, swimming speed and climbing speed work effectively the same. Alright, so 20, 40. 20, 40, 50. And then a dash to there. Alright, gotta zoom out. We're moving pretty far afield from each other.
For now.
Yeah. There we go. 20, 30, 30, action to dash. And then, where's this guy? There he is. Okay, we moved to Gornt. We are almost through this. Gornt does not have any healing options. So his best bet is to take down as many orcs as he can as quickly as he can. What does he have? What does he have? But he is fairly wounded, so... Who's within 30 feet? Hey, that wounded guy over there is within 30 feet. That's handy. I'm going to hurl a javelin with Colossus Slayer. That's gonna hit for a total of 15 damage and very much death. There we go. 5, 10. Going to here, and I'm going to use my extra attack to now hit the guy that I'm right next to. Setting both my hands to the hilt of my greatsword, and planting my feet for a solid, painful blow for 14 damage. And thus death. I'm going to modify that to a thrust as I stab through him and deal 11 to the guy behind him. Come on, if I can roll this. There we go. Move this, sorry. So, 2 deaths.
Gish kebab time!
And I'm suddenly reminded of Aragorn and the Uruk-hai. Alright. Top of the round. We are up to round 4. Talith, it is your turn. you do have 2 enemies within 5 feet of you, which means any ranged attack is at disadvantage. However, you could pull out a short sword, stab one, horde breaker attack the other. Drop it, extra attack. Sorry?
I was going to say, that is basically what I was thinking.
Well, I'll shut up then. Although,
whenever it's first level spell, I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna interaction, draw out my sword. Bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
On this fellow here.
Okay, give me 1 second. So first things first, you're concentrating. Second, Hunter's Mark. All right.
And then yeah, I'll make that sword attack as soon as I fix my character sheet so I can actually see it. There we go.
Probably helpful. You're attacking the guy immediately in front of you?
Yeah, the one marked the Hunter's Mark.
Okay, 11 to hit is a miss. You can now make Horde Breaker against the other fellow.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. You also rolled minimum damage on the attack, on the damage. However, you make up for it with a 21 to hit and 7. And thus death. Now, for your extra attack, you can make a second sword attack. Or drop it and opt for your sling.
Oh, I tried blanked on the extra attack. Yeah, I'll make an extra attack against the original attack.
Excellent. Go for it. Oh, that'll hit. Roll the d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Thank you. I was about to try and figure that out.
So that's a total of 10 damage on a guy who had half that.
That will
on
work.
your next turn, you'll be able to cast shift Hunter's Mark to a new target with a bonus action. All right, your movement, sir. Might I suggest relocating, preferably into the water or
about there.
That works. Excellent. In which we should now move to the Orc War Chief, who is really, really trying very hard to catch up to you.
We can put a lot of that plant growth in between us. Although, come to think of it, I didn't think about that. That doesn't fit in the water. My goofy knucklehead.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I was trying to put a lot of the plants. It doesn't matter. I was looking at the wrong character. Never mind. I thought that was the Orc War Chief.
Oh, gotcha. The Orc War Chief never even got into the water.
Yep, I was confused.
Confusion is my specialty. Alright. Finally, an orc gets to attack me. Well, at least he didn't crit. I accept. I'll take the 4 damage. Okay. The orc that was swimming is going to go using his bonus action to get to there, and then action to dash. So basically to there. Sorry?
It's a good workout swimming.
Yes, but he doesn't want to exercise. He wants to kill you. Alright. Come to here. And come to here. And last orc. See there. It is now Gornt's turn. Whoops. Malfunction in layering.
Just trying to figure that out.
Hang on. Okay. And then that, and then this, and then to there. Ta-da! I did it right. My bad. Okay. Gornt's going to greatsword attack. The fellow immediately to the north of him. No, to the northwest. I know directions. Yay me. 24 will hit. 12 and 6 is 18 damage. And that's very much death and carried the damage through. Yep, that's 2 deaths for the price of 1 swing. Okay, so they're out of the way. And then I will use my interaction to pull out another javelin, of which I have... Oops. Now 3 remaining. Plus they're gone. Not that. Javelin. 27 to hit. That's gonna hit. And the guy literally had 7 hit points left. Womp womp. Thud. Hike sucks. Alright, so all of a sudden there's a lot fewer orcs chasing me. There we go.
Man, that's bad.
Top of the round. I'm sorry, what?
How far did you move?
40 feet.
Hey.
Now it is your turn. Where did you move? I love it. You have your short sword in hand and your sling in the other. What would you like? You would have to interaction sheath your sword in order to make ranged attacks with your sling. Or drop it.
I will interaction seize my sword.
Okay.
Wait, I think what I was about to do, I don't want to do because it would break my concentration. Let me just double check something real quick. Yeah, that's a concentration problem. So I will interaction seize my sword. I will use my sling.
Would you like to bonus action shift Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna bonus action mark this guy.
Noted. Ta-da!
And guess who's about to catch Pebble?
The one you just marked. Oh, that's a crit. Alright, roll me 1d6 and we'll add 6 to that. So that's 9 damage plus 12.
Should have gone for
21
the chieftain.
damage. Say what?
I should have gone for the chieftain.
I absolutely agree. Alright, now unfortunately... I'm sorry?
Was not expecting the crit, but I thought the bonus action, the Hunter's Mark would take him out.
Oh, it definitely did that. Alright, so you unfortunately will not get to use Horde Breaker this turn, but you do still have extra attack.
Yeah, and that's going to this guy right here.
Duly noted. Sling away. Yes, that will hit, and that will kill, because 9 damage beats 2 hit points.
Hey, look, Gronk! I left you a friend over there. Have fun.
I don't like him. You still have 10 feet of movement remaining.
I think I'm gonna call it good where I am.
Noted.
Don't want to.
In which case, we move to. Sorry?
I don't want to get too crazy far.
Gotcha. So this guy is now going to attack Grunt, and yes, he does have multi-attack. So attack 1. An 18 is going to hit Grunt, which means I take 2 points of damage, and I gain +4 to my armor class. So I now have an armor class of 20. Which means that 13, that 13 wouldn't have hit in any case, but oh well. What happened here? Give me 1 second. There he is. Okay, so that's a dead guy. He's supposed to be there. Ta-da! The orcs way back there that are still chasing Grunt are like, why is it so hard to get through all this? And if I could select them, that would be helpful. Oh, look at that. They're all lining up. Alright, Grunt's turn. Grunt hurts.
Is Grunt hurting a lot, or?
I'm at 22 hit points.
Oh.
So, yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cast, with my action, Fog Cloud. Center. I'm going to more or less center it on me. No, I'm not going to center it on me. Okay, 20-foot radius. I should probably put it over here, actually. Circle. Linger. Yes, good. That's too far over. That's more like it. That color works. No, it doesn't. Contrast. Contrast. Well, what do you know? Look at that. First try. First time ever. Alright, so what that does is it removes any and all advantage or disadvantage, but it also means I can now move away from him and trigger no attack of opportunity. And he knows which direction I'm moving in. Just to mess with him, I'm going to go out onto the water. Which he cannot see. If I could hit the right buttons, that would be amazing. Okay, I gotta zoom in. Do note you cannot use volley on anything in that fog cloud, and you cannot shift Hunter's Mark onto anyone in that fog cloud.
That is
because you can't see them. Alright, however, Talith, as we move to your turn, you do have a group up there to the north. And you can use volley on them. Ooh. What would you like to do?
I think X. Okay, whatever. I'll just go ahead and hit. No, they don't have that much ammunition. I got 9. I got enough. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna just simplify it and do Spike Growth.
Okay. Punishment incoming.
That'll go. Think about there.
Dropping in. Where?
Yeah, about there.
Yayish.
Sorry, hold on. You know what? Maybe it'd help if I actually used the right tool.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what do you know? Yayish. Alright, you are now concentrating that instead of Hunter's Mark. That was your action. What would you like to do? Would you like to move anywhere?
I move here.
Where is here? Oh,
Just
okay.
Beside the tree.
Noted.
And
That was the wrong.
a little bit more too. And that'll call it good.
Oh, goodness. Give me 1 second. I did the layering mistake again. There we go. Okay, so that was your turn and your movement. And now we move to the Orc War Chief.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were better off when I kind of led him to you. I thought you were better off.
No worries.
than You were.
No problem. I think I've got this. Just to mark where he cannot see the water. Alright, so get ready to roll some dice. Are you ready to roll some dice?
Yep.
Cool. You know what? 2d4, please. Let's see if he survives this. He survives. 2d4, please. He does not survive. I love Spike Growth. It's such a fun cleanup spell. Alright. And next up is... Sorry?
I was realizing I should have brought it in lower. Oh well. Hey, Levy.
Alright. Right. So going to do 20, 40, 60. 64, please. Before he uses his action. Well, that's literally how much he had at full health. He didn't even get to use his action. Why? Alright, to 4d4, please. 4 delta 4. Alright. Ouch. He moved 20, 40, 60, and now his action. Ta-da! Alright, we move now to Gornt. And there's a reason I used Fog Cloud. I'm now going to go back into reach of this fellow so that I can hit him. Colossus Lair does not rely on sight. No advantage, no disadvantage. First attack is a nat 1. That's a major bummer. So I will attack again, still with Colossus Lair. 23 is a little bit better. So that's going to be a total of 14 damage. Not quite as painful as I would have liked, but better than 0 damage. Alright, so that was 5 feet of movement. I'm now going to go to there. Whoop, I moved 5 feet, so there. There we go. That's the correct amount. Enter no attack of opportunity because he cannot see me in fog cloud. Wahaha. Alright, Talith, it is now your turn.
Very nice. I'm gonna go throw a stone at this guy. I need to check the range.
Pretty sure you're in slingstone range.
I'm gonna move there, and then I'm gonna throw a sling stone at that guy.
Okay, do you want to hunter's mark him?
Not a disadvantage.
You probably
Sure.
don't need to.
Well,
I'm just saying you probably don't need to.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll hit the hunter's mark.
Alright,
No,
take a
wait.
shot. Huh?
Take it. I know. I want to try that later. I'll just
Okay.
shoot it. I'll just shoot it, and I'll stop being crazy.
Or start as you deal 7 points of damage and death. Like I said, I don't think you'll need it.
That was 10 feet of
Alright,
movement
well
earlier.
he's dead. Sorry?
That was 10 feet of movement I did earlier?
Correct. So now you're at 10, 25. That leaves you 20 feet of movement left.
Even though I can't see him, I'm just going to throw a rock at the war chief just for kicks and giggles.
Correct.
My extra attack.
Yes. Do you want to release concentration on spike growth? 28 will definitely hit. For 7 damage.
I'll just leave it there for now.
Noted. Alright, well he's hurting, and he's going to give chase. Going as far as he can go in plant growth.
Just move back off.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Alright. Gorn, seeing that you're now aiding, is going to go back into the fog cloud. And I'm going to start practicing my hit and run technique.
Very nice.
I have 30 feet remaining. Indeed. Colossus Slayer and Greatsword. Oh, please hit. That's max damage on... Oh, that hits. That's 20 points of damage. So Colossus Slayer off. And 21 hits for another 11. So 20 points from the first. And then 11 from the final hit, or for the second hit. He is just barely alive.
Oh. I need a clean shot. I need a clean shot.
I need to check something. You know what? It's risky, but I'll do it. I'll drop cloud, fog
Wait.
cloud.
Can you get away first?
I can, but I'm also going to not worry about it.
You actually might really want to.
Believe it or not, I might have a method for my madness. Okay. Mostly because my turn ends and yours begins.
Oh, I
Is-
really wish you weren't standing there. I was
oh,
gonna
you're
cast
heal.
Hail of... I was going to. But that would
I mean-
definitely hurt you.
You can go
I'll
ahead and
ju-
do it. I mean, you might miss. Just saying.
That doesn't help you.
Well, if you had said
Okay,
something,
yeah.
because I thought...
Well, that's what I said you really want to. I was trying not to metagame too much, but oh well. Yeah, I'll go. Nah,
Go for it.
I'll
Go
do
for
my
it.
Hunter's Mark. I'll do Hunter's Mark.
Oh,
Oops,
why
I
did
hit
you
the
roll
wrong button.
Hunter's Mark?
I did.
Okay.
I hit the wrong button. Alright. I'll sling.
13 to hit is not a hit.
Extra attack.
Go for it. That hits. And 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. So that's a total of 9 damage, and he had 6 hit points.
That's cutting it close. I was just about to hit him with the hail thorns, and like, oh, you really want to move? No, I'll stay. As I'm like trying to read, it's like, yep, that hits anything within 5 feet of him.
So the time you would have wanted to cast Hail of Thorns is back when he had a bunch of minions around him.
True, but I mean, there's at the point where I was just like, I just wanted the extra damage boost, and I also just wanted to do it for kicks and giggles. I just I wasn't expecting you to suddenly stop and stand next to him.
Well, to be fair, I had forgotten that you were next in line. I had thought that he would be up next, and then he would attack me, because I was right next to him. If he hit, it would probably hurt, but I would gain multi-attack defense.
Oh. Oh well.
So basically draw some aggro. I will say the multi-attack defense is both strong and weak. One, it requires you to get hit.
Yeah.
But gaining, especially, I mean, gaining a +4 to armor class depending on how you do your armored build, that's not a bad boost.
That is potent.
Because I went from 16
shield.
to 20. Almost. The other weakness is it's only against one creature as opposed to every attack that comes at you for the rest of the round.
Yeah, that's really sketchy.
And only for the rest of that turn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it can be useful if I'm up against something really big and heavy hitting.
Yeah.
What did you think of Volley? I know there was some confusion for you there.
Yeah, I'd want to do a closer read on some of those rules. Hopefully mine's not, in the moment, basically. But,
sure.
I do like that I can get a lot of damage out, but man, that does eat through the ammo.
Why do you think I was so sparing with it the entire time that I've had it in the Land of the Hunter?
Yeah. Well, I know that. I'm also used to having extra quivers, and frankly, only doing one shot per turn.
By the way, zoom out to about 40, and look at this the trail of bodies we've left. Oh,
it kind of goofed when we went across the water. For some reason, I thought that'd be a stronger barrier to them, and obviously it just wasn't. I kind of goofed when I did that.
That's okay. The advantage is that there is still a barrier, and being able to run across the water with no movement cost is still a gain. It's just less of a gain when you're dealing with something like orcs that have the aggressive feature.
Yeah, and just not. Ironically, it was less effective than the plant growth. So that's why I was kind of a whoopsies moment. I wasn't sure if I'm.
Go ahead.
If you're standing on the water and someone's swimming in the water, does that create a dynamic in the melee combat?
I would rule that they could still try and hit you. I would probably impose disadvantage on the attack, though.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. I almost did that, but I wasn't sure.
Technically speaking, I could see an argument being made that they attack you at disadvantage and you gain something like maybe half cover. Because they have to, I mean, if you really think about it, they would have to tread water, raise one arm out of the water, and take a swing at you, while fighting all the mass of the water on their arm and so on and so forth. So I could definitely see maybe like a resistance being granted to someone standing on the water, or they just gain a bonus to the AC plus also disadvantage on the attack roll against them. On the flip side, if you were to attack someone swimming in the water, you would probably gain advantage, but they would also gain the benefits of cover.
Yeah.
Because there's basically only their head sticking out.
Yeah. But the cover thing only applies to ranged attacks, right? Not melees?
No, it would apply to melee.
Oh.
That's how I would run it. If someone were to make the argument that, hey, you know what, they're attacking me while mostly underwater and I'm standing on the water, I should get cover from that. I'm like, okay, I agree. You get cover. And so do they.
Yes.
Like half cover, not three-quarters cover actually would make sense if all that's sticking out is their head. Because that's 3/4 or more of their body obscured and frankly out of reach for you. So, I mean, Water Walk as a spell, situationally useful.
Yep.
Plant Growth. I love the Plant Growth spell, but I would actually still say it's situational because it requires vegetation there to be useful. If there's no plants, then the plant growth doesn't work.
Yeah.
Fog Cloud plus plant growth. That's the thing with plant growth. In order to really make use of it, you kind of have to combine it with other effects like spike growth or fog cloud. Like imagine if I had cast fog cloud earlier and then gone into dealing with groups of bad guys with my melee attacks and just done hit and run tactics.
Probably really would have helped you when you got up at the top where you got surrounded.
Right? On the flip side, Whirlwind Strike is pretty awesome. I spin and I kill.
Does that require
like
sight?
A big... Nope. Where's my mouse? There it is.
Yeah. Is there any particular reason you didn't do fog cloud? Well, I guess not Deer, but Talith was still shooting.
Talith?
So fog cloud really kind of
Yeah, my biggest concern was the fact that if I did use fog cloud early, it would potentially ruin your ability to get off a lot of volleys.
Yeah. I wish I kind of had coordinated better and found an opportunity to volley on the group that's around you. I didn't coordinate very well.
I mean, you could have done that. I could have cast fog. What I could have done is I could have cast fog cloud between them and I, rather than around them, and then move further away. So they would have had to work their way towards me, probably so that they end up in fog cloud, and then I would move in to attack them and move away, and just rinse and repeat.
I was thinking,
if I had done that from the outset, that would have preserved a lot of my health.
Yeah.
You were gonna say?
I was thinking because I didn't plan my positioning in the tree very well, and then running across the water. I think that was really kind of a big mistake there. Like I should have just stayed on the ground, used the tree for cover at the start, and then kind of maneuvered closer to you earlier on rather than away. But oopsies.
I mean, it worked out.
Yeah.
This was 2 level 11s taking on 30-odd orcs.
Yeah.
And comparatively, using very few spell slots. Now, I will still point out, you didn't build this character, you didn't play this character for 11 levels to get to this point and develop good tactical reasoning with its spells and abilities, etc. So there's that to consider. You stepped into this character blind, effectively, and played it effectively.
Yeah.
Well done.
The only thing that really can confuse me with that was the technicality of when that volley was working with things like the lightning arrow and horde breaker and the attack all at the same time. You're more familiar, and I know you're saying it does. I was still struggling with that a little bit, but other than that, yeah the Ranger, like, it doesn't do well at the power blows, but it does well at dealing out just a lot of attack on a broad spectrum of enemies.
Well, and I mean, you say it doesn't do a whole lot of good power blows, but at the same time, lightning arrow.
Yeah, that is still more an area.
The real strength with that is the fact that it is any ranged attack. So it could be a thrown weapon, sling, or ammunition, anything that's ranged.
Yeah, pretty cool though.
You were gonna say something though.
I was gonna say I'd still consider that more of an area attack than a direct power, although it is pretty high powered, 4d8 for third level spells. On a Ranger, that's helping a lot.
Pretty much. I would say the one thing that kind of prevents it from being an actual power attack is that it replaces the normal weapon damage with the 4d8 rather than combining the two.
Yeah.
That would definitely make it much more powerful. All right, well, I want to thank you for jumping in and playing it with Talith and just seeing how well 11th level Ranger does. I'm sure Lance Ride was much more fun to use with Plant Growth than not.
That's so shocking. Like, oh, you cast Plant Growth. Oh crap! I got nowhere to go. Oh wait, I do work on this. Yay!
I can move. All right. Well, again, thank you so much, and have a wonderful night.
Yeah, thank you for setting this up, and you too.
Sure.
Have a good night.
And hey, you know what? Next time we do a feature video, maybe you'd be willing to jump in if you're available.
Yeah.
We'll have to find out. Have a good night.
Yep. Have a good night. Bye.